Hello, my Stampin' friends, and welcome to Movie Monday. This is Jody Breckbill at Jody Breckbill Stampin' Queen, and today I'm going to show you this quick and cute card that we made at my Just Cards class this week. I have Just Cards class the first Tuesday of every month, and it's just a very quick and simple class. We don't always have a lot of time to make really intricate cards. Sometimes we just need a quick, simple card to send out to somebody. And so we did this one and I thought it was really cute. So I'm going to show you how to create this card. So we're going to use two stamp sets for this one. Our first one is called Garden in Bloom. This is in our new catalog and idea book that came out earlier this summer. Probably one of my top 5 favorite stamp sets. I love this one. And then we're also going to use Cottage Greetings. This stamp actually coordinates with a kit that we have called Cottage Greetings, and those kits that we have in our new catalog and in our holiday mini catalog are just amazing. I am so excited about the kits that we are offering because they're very quick, they're very simple to make, everything's included in there for those of us that don't have a lot of time to craft. So love the kits, make sure and check those out, but we're going to use Cottage Greetings today. We're going to use 2 ink pads, Calypso Coral and Pear Pizzazz. We're also going to use our Memento Black ink and 2 markers. So to start off, I have a piece of Calypso Coral cardstock. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet cut in half, and that makes 2 cards. So when you fold it, you're going to have your front is 5.5 by 4 1/4. Then I have the basic black to mat on top of that. That one is actually cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to mat that one on top. Whoops, let me put a little adhesive on there, that might help. I had put some on there earlier, but I'm just going to add a little bit more onto this one. And I'm just going to mat that onto the front. There we go. And now we're ready to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to take our flowers from Garden in Bloom. These are photopolymer stamps, which means you can see through them. The only thing that you'll notice is with photopolymer that our reds and purple inks do stain them. So they look a little bit pinkish, but they still stamp just fine. Now with these stamps, it's a double or 2-step stamp, so you'll see that there's a little piece of rubber, kind of like a little arrow there, and that's to help you line up the second stamp. So I tend to stamp with the arrow pointed up towards the top of my card, and that way whenever I go to put the center on, I'll line that one up with the arrow pointing up as well, and they should line up fairly close. So I'm going to just stamp some leaves on here while I have the black ink out. And then I'm also going to put my sentiment on as well. And I was just doing a little thanks right there on the side. And I'll also use this really cute little bee that is from the same set, the Garden in Bloom set. Then I'm going to put the center on for my flower, and I'm going to use Calypso Coral. See, I don't know if you can see the little point there. Now I just inked this one up, so it's probably pretty juicy. So I'm going to have the point facing towards the top of my card again. And there I'm just going to stamp those. Now you might notice that there's some areas that look like they didn't get inked. That is okay. That's how this stamp is made. It's a watercolory look. So that you didn't do anything wrong. That's just how this stamp is done. Then I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz and stamp the center of my leaves. And we're going to use that yellow Daffodil Delight marker, and I'm just going to give my flower center a little bit of color. And I'm also going to do the stripes of my little bumblebee there and just make him black and yellow. Hello. And I'm going to give him a little buzz line where he's been buzzing to go visit the flower I just stamped. Then I'm going to attach that onto the black. Now this white one, I did not make it 1/4 inch. I wanted my black to be a little my black mat to be fairly small. So this white one is cut at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Instead of having 1/4 of an inch of mat, I have 1/8 of an inch, just for a little bit of color there. Then finally, just to add a little something something to it, I'm going to take some of our candy dots and the brights. So that's the Daffodil Delight one. These are pre-sticky, and I'm just going to put it right on there. And look, there's a very quick and simple, easy card to make. Thank you so much for joining me for Movie Monday, and hopefully I'll see you next week.